everybody, it's Lucas at Frugal Landlord. Today I got a frugal video for you. I really have to change the tire on my car. I was trying to wait as long as possible. Actually, we're gonna put 2 tires on. And I'm gonna do the whole thing myself, including mounting it, balancing it, taking it on the car, taking it off the car, and we're gonna do the back 2 tires. I did the front 2 about a month ago, and then I was just, I didn't have time to do the back 2, so we're doing those today. Another frugal tip for you is to drive an old car that's paid off. We have no payments on this thing. That's a spot where Tao was learning to drive, and it's a 2008, and it's been paid off for a long time. Actually, I never had a payment on this car. We bought it for cash, so we don't have a car payment of any kind. Anyway, I don't recommend driving on your tires as long as I have. You're about to see how bad they are. Like I said, I don't recommend you use your tires this long. Okay, I gotta jack the car up. Okay, I picked 2 tires up at a used tire shop for $25 a piece, and this is one of them. And so they look like good tires. So. You can see that's not going to go very many more miles, I can tell you. See, that's got a big bulge in it, and I could actually kind of feel it wobbling, so that's kind of why I checked it. But I knew these were bald, but I didn't know that the cord was that. See, what happened is the cord is no longer there, so that rubber's bulged out. That tire would probably only last maybe less than 100 more miles. I don't recommend that. What I'm trying to say is, the frugal part of this video is I bought the tires used, and I'm about to put them on myself. Let's go do it. The first thing you want to do is take out the valve stem core. We're gonna break the bead on this. And then, actually, we don't need that anymore either. That's the wheel weight. That's the balancing weight. We're gonna balance it a different way. There's one. And you flip it over and do the other side. Okay, helps if you have a little bit of grease or something on that. So I got a little can of it, and I just now once you got it, make sure that this bead is down below that bead on the rim, all the way around. And once you figured out that it is, then you can start working the tire off. There's one. A little more oil. And then when you get it that far, you reach down and grab that and lift it above. Then you want to make sure this is pulled up all the way to the bottom of that rim. So, because this bead doesn't stretch very much. And once you got it all the way around up against that ledge, then you start working it off again. Very easy. It's done. Old tire off. We really got it's super thin right there. Yeah, that was about to go, for sure. Okay, now the secret to changing your own tires is balancing them. And the way I do it, just about that much silica sand. Maybe a little more than that. And try not to get it on the bead here. You want that clean. That'll make that's gonna make the tire balance every single time you drive it. It'll be a lot better than this. I guarantee you. Now this end puts the tire on. Kind of want it like that. You can see that? And then kind of give it some backward pressure on this side just so it bites in. And then just pull it over until you can't pull anymore. And then push that over. And then you might need just one more little tug on that side. After that. That's one side. So if you don't have one of these nifty tire changing tools, machines, you can just use 2 of these. It's just as easy. Well, it's a little bit harder, but not much. I did my first 100 tires with just 2 of these. I think to get the second bead, you have to use this part. Same thing. Give it some pressure there. And then you got to make sure it's under that, same thing, under that lip. Otherwise, you can't stretch it over. You see that? Okay, that slipped out. So I'm just going to go I'm going to show you this old trick. It's just as easy to use this, as long as you can get it under there. And try not to damage that rubber there. That's why I like to use a little oil. And I'm not putting a lot of effort into this. If you don't get it under that lip, it's going to be real hard. But if you can get it under there the whole time, even on this side, this is not hard to do. Just a little pressure. Done. You want to make sure there's nothing inside the bead here that'll cause a leak. Now it's time to air it up. So we put the valve stem back in. Sometimes if we can't seat the bead, we'll do it without that in there. It lets more air go in there, but I rarely have to do that. We're gonna try seat the bead. That easy. It's gonna pop. I mean, it's gonna, usually makes a loud bang. Here we go. Here we go. Here, right now. Well, there's one more. There we go. For a leak, I just pour some water around the bead. Look for air. Don't see any there. I don't see any there. Good. Now this goes back on the car. One thing I wanted to mention about used tires, if you're at the used tire shop and you're looking around, there is a date. And it's a 4-digit date. And it'll be, if it's 1717, that means it was made in the 17th week of 2017. So when you're looking around at the used tires, don't get one that's really old, because rubber does over time deteriorate. And this tire's still pretty good. That's only 3 years old, so good. I just wanted to mention that. So I guess what I wanted to say is, maybe not everybody wants to do this, but it's one thing I do to try to keep a little bit more money. Because maybe if you do that on all 4 tires, you might save $150. I mean, I paid $25 for this tire. It's Yokohama. Some of the tires I bought were only $20. The first 2 I bought were $20. This was $25, and the other one over there was $25. So that's $90 for all 4. So, and I don't know exactly how much new tires would cost me, but I know it's more than 90. Tell you the truth, I've not bought any new tires ever. I actually bought 1 new tire when I was in another state. I got a flat tire and I didn't have any other choice. So, but other than that, I've always bought used tires. I actually forgot to put the hubcap on. So take it back off. You guys didn't tell me I forgot to put the hubcap on. So guys, it's super easy to do this if you know exactly what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you could struggle a bit. But it's not super complicated. Okay, on to the next tire. I'm gonna cut the video off here though. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more videos, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks everybody.